the soldiers in the Southwest, Cochise had become a legendary figure whose appearance at an Army fort produced an immediate sensation. But to one officer at one fort near Tucson, Cochise represented only one thing: court-martial and disgrace.
Wow, Jeffords.
Captain Baker. Well, how are you?
Glad to see you, Jeffords. Glad to see you. That Cochise out there center all the attention?
Think they'd never seen an Apache before.
Many of them haven't, for a fact. They haven't been out on patrol in 10 months.
It's true. They don't have any fighting to do.
Well, they've got plenty of fighting to do, all right. In the saloons in Tucson. What brings you here?
Business in town. Thought I'd stop by and find out about some Army blankets I was promised.
You'll have to see Major Stone about that.
Thanks.
I've got something I've been wanting to ask Cochise for 5 years.
What's that?
How he got away from me that day at Dragoon Pass. Medicinal, you know.
Sure. I'm Jeffords to see Major Stone.
Oh, yes, of course.
What's that Indian doing out on the parade ground?
Indian? Well, I'll see, sir. Major, Agent Jeffords to see you.
Oh. I'll send him in. Well, Jeffords.
Major?
Glad to meet you at long last.
I can tell you who that Indian is. It's Cochise. He rode in with me.
Oh, that's right. You two are friends, aren't you? So that's Cochise himself. Can't say he looks any different from any other Indian to me. Oh, Webb, you can take these books now. Thank goodness the Army allows me a civilian bookkeeper. Enlisted men keeping books would bankrupt the service. Now, what can I do for you?
We were promised some Army blankets. With winter coming on,
Oh, that. Well, I must admit, Jeffords, that this kind of a transaction doesn't appeal to me. Why I should be forced to give up some of my 100% wool blankets, in short supply already, to a branch of the government totally unrelated to the War Department, I don't understand.
They're being paid for by the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Why should I, well, Webb has the invoice. You sign it. The blankets are yours.
Except that they're still in the warehouse.
Why should I pay for their delivery?
It was included in the price.
Well, I'll get them out to you as soon as I can.
Fine. Major, I'd like to remind you that winter comes early up
Nice
there.
to have met you, Jeffords. I don't envy you sitting on a powder keg.
How do you mean?
Why, the Chiricahua thing. I expected it to blow up ever since I've been here. Almost a year now. Surprised it hasn't happened before this. You must have him pretty well buffaloed.
Not buffaloed, Major. Cochise simply gave his word.
Yes, I heard about that. Well, Webb has that invoice for you to sign.
I'll sign it when I get the blankets out there. Take care of that coat.
Howdy, Mr. Jeffords.
Still doing business for the Army?
Sure. Why not? I do business with anybody and everybody.
Baker? Did Cochise explain to you how he gave you the slip at Dragoon Pass?
He outsmarted me.
I knew the terrain. You did not.
You get your answer?
Not sure I did. There's a lot of talk. He's a strange breed for the Army.
There were a lot like him during the war. What puzzles me is why he stayed in the Army. Took a break in rank. Come out here when he hates it.
Well, nice to see you again.
Goodbye.
They're the two men that ruined us. Cochise and Jeffords.
Ain't that bad yet, I guess.
I guess again, Cagle. It's bad. Defrauding the government is a serious crime.
They ain't caught us yet, have they? And they never will.
Look, an inspector will be here next month. How do we explain the empty warehouses? How do we explain the thousands of dollars worth of goods the books say we bought from you? Much more than we could have ever used up to this time. You're the brain, Cagle. You're the mastermind. You think of something.
Well, there's nothing to do. I don't see how we ever thought we'd get away with it.
Stop your sniveling.
All we needed was a Chiricahua uprising. Once the fighting starts, supplies disappear like water into thin air. All you do is put down destroyed in action. How can you put it down when there's no action?
Major, supposing there was action, you think you could handle it?
What do you mean?
Well, then, if it's an Apache war we need, let's have one.
Cagle, wait.
You ain't got no choice, Major. An inspector's coming in 30 days, don't worry. I'll make it look good.
Well, Jeffords, what do you have to say now?
Not much to say. It looks like an Apache attack.
Looks like. Who else could it be? The men all dead, their wagon burned. Those were your blankets they were bringing. Those ashes. Those are Chiricahua arrows, Baker tells me. There's also other evidence. Tell him, Baker.
We followed the tracks of the raiders. They led to the Chiricahua reservations.
Anyone could have ridden on the reservation knowing it would break their trail. You know that, Captain.
I don't buy a pig in a poke, Jeffords. I buy only what I can see, and I see tracks leading to Cochise's place. That means to me that he may have broken the peace. He'll have to answer for that.
I'm sure he'll want to.
You'll bring him in?
Yes, to answer your charge. That'll prove his good faith.
Perhaps. If you bring him in. Your men ready, Captain?
Yes, sir. I don't think Cochise will give us any trouble.
Then why is he bringing an escort?
Well, you would if you went to see him.
I came here, Major, to tell you you are wrong in what you think of me and my people. We are at peace.
I told you, Major. Cochise had nothing to do with that attack.
His coming here doesn't prove a thing. Except that he's smart or thinks he is. Arrest him, Captain.
Now, wait a minute. You can't arrest him. He came here of his own free will.
Can't I? Captain?
You're walking into another Apache war, Major.
I'll be ready. I said arrest him.
I was arrested once before by white soldiers. It is well you remember that. What happened afterward?
You're in no position now to threaten anyone, Cochise.
Only because I delivered myself to you. I thought you were a man of honor.
Captain, I gave you an order.
Cochise?
Lead the way, Captain. This is your terrain.
The last time an Army officer arrested Cochise, he started a war that lasted for 10 years.
That's my business, Jeffords. You get out there and send those Apaches back to the reservation.
Not a chance, Major. As long as Cochise is here, they won't move.
Well, everything's working perfectly so far.
You just do like I told you and the whole thing will work.
I hope so.
Well, ain't you afraid that someone's liable to find out who really pulled that raid?
No, I covered up perfect. Don't worry, our troubles are about over.
Corporal, you'll go to the guardhouse, bring the Indian Cochise to my office. Immediately. Corporal. Follow me. Guard! Prisoner escaping! We'll go after him.
The reservation?
If they want to fight, we'll fight back. We're soldiers, Captain. Cochise, what happened?
Just as the Major wished. I escaped.
Escaped?
It was arranged. I was not fooled. It was too easy. But I came anyway. Now he will come here and there will be fighting. I think that is what he wants.
All the more reason to avoid it.
If he comes here with soldiers, there will be fighting. Unless you have found proof that the Chiricahuas are innocent.
I've found nothing. Cochise, I cannot figure this whole thing out. Stone seems almost anxious to have war. But why?
You must ask yourself one thing. Who profits in a war?
Army officers getting fast promotions? Army contractors making money from supplies. Kegel.
Who is Kegel?
Never mind that, Cochise. Just give me a chance at Kegel. Hold your fire until I can work on it.
As I have said, if the soldiers come, we fight.
Cochise, those soldiers are innocent men. You know Captain Baker's a friend of yours. If it is Stone and Kegel, why should others have to die?
I cannot promise. I can only tell you to find out the truth and stop the soldiers before they get here.
Here are your supplies, Major. Right on time and right where you wanted them. One wagon's full of supplies. The other one's got empty boxes and sacks of straw. When that's destroyed, that'll help straighten out your books. I gotta get my horse.
Put up your hands.
Webb. So you're in on this, too. You kept the books.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you doing here, then?
We do business with Cagle.
Where is he?
He'll be back. I'm expecting him myself.
With a gun in your hand?
Well, I thought you were a thief.
And now?
Maybe you are. Anyways, I'll wait for Cagle to tell me what to do.
Sure. Or maybe Major Stone.
I don't want to talk to you, Jeffords.
You better, Webb. You better talk to me or to the U.S. Marshal.
Why?
Because Cochise's Apaches had nothing to do with that raid. It was pulled by white men who stand to make money when the shooting starts. Well, I figured it was Cagle and Stone. Now I can see that you're in on it, too.
You're only guessing, Jeffords.
If you are, you're mixed up with murder and arson.
No.
Think hard, Webb. Right now, you're only an accessory. If you talk, maybe they'll go easy on you. But once the fighting starts, once the killing gets wholesale,
I told you I don't know what you're talking about.
if one soldier dies, if one Chiricahua gets killed, I won't sleep until you hang.
Are you trying to force me to pull this trigger?
And you'd really be in it, wouldn't you? No longer just an accessory.
I shot a thief breaking in.
Nobody'd believe that in Tucson.
Shut up, Jeffords. I'm tired of listening to you.
You'd have to face a jury. Maybe even face a jury alone. Cagle's a big man around here. Stone's an army officer. Maybe they got it figured to leave you holding the bag.
I told you to shut up.
Go ahead. Take a big drink, Webb. You're gonna need it.
Fine, Cochise?
He's up there. Waiting for us.
Naturally. No use pretending any longer. We'll move directly ahead. We'll take him.
How, Major? Cochise knows this terrain like the back of his hand.
Our force is superior. We'll take him, drive him into the mountains, cover him. Look. You see? We got him on the run.
Might be leading us on. That canyon could be a trap.
I'm not afraid of Apaches, Captain. Are you? Come on. Send a squad after him.
Better keep our forces intact, sir.
I said send a squad.
All right, Epley. Take a squad, Ray.
Hey! Do not fight, and no harm will come to you.
Where'd they go?
Hard to tell, Major. In this terrain, they can disappear like animals.
Any chance of our being trapped?
A very good chance. I suggest going back.
I'll give the orders, Captain. You take over. I'm going back to the supply wagons.
Sir?
If there's any danger of our being trapped, those wagons should be destroyed. I don't want Cochise getting those supplies. Destroyed, so Cochise can't get a single gun or a box of ammunition. Immediately! Well, do something. What are you all standing there like a bunch of dummies for? No, no! Return now, Cochise. Order your men to surrender.
Captain Baker, you know I am your friend. We do not wish to fight your soldiers. Not a shot has been fired yet.
Dismount and take cover. I gave an order.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Cochise. Prepare to dismount. Take cover and prepare for action. Ho! Stop! Hold your fire!
Hold it, Major. Won't do any good to burn it, Major.
Webb and Cagle have already talked to the U.S. Marshal here.
Major Stone will be punished by the Army, Cochise. I'll give you my word as an officer on that. I hope things will be as they were before.
I hold no grudge against you, Captain, nor your soldiers.
I hope not. Not after the way you outsmarted us today. You haven't forgotten a thing.